T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing a couple of brand new figures called Astrobots. Here is what the packaging artwork looks like. These are on loan to me from my friend Matt, the bot supplier. He wanted me to check them out and he wanted me to be able to review them. So thank you, Matt. Let's get into this. Okay, these guys are from a company called Toy Notch. And it also says Toy Forge on the packaging, so I'm not sure. This is Apollo and this is Argus. They're supposed to be space colonizing robots. So they are not like mechs. They're supposed to be human size. They're supposed to be 1/6 scale figures. So if they're 1/6 scale, that means they will be about that much taller than a normal human or whatever, because Marvel Legends are about 1/6 scale. So there you go with that. Here's Wolverine. Anyhow, but really, truthfully, honestly, I don't know if these are actually based on some type of actual real intellectual property, or whether these are just all new made up type robots. So you can just put them in with anything if you want to be honest. Like, make them fight the Jaegers or whatever. They look like they would overpower the Jaegers, but there you go with that. Anywho, these figures are basically completely identical, but there are things different. I guess this would be the base model, and he's supposed to be like the special leader or whatnot, or he has what appears to be guns on his hands, or maybe that's a tool. None of these come with any accessories besides this, since they can pop off and you can actually swap it over onto the hand over here, because like I said, they are friggin' identical, besides a few changes here or there. Go in there. There you are. So yeah, now of course their heads are different and you see things different here, like, but looking at this, I could tell that this is a molded on piece covering that, and the back appears to be a molded on piece covering this. The shin guards down here looks like a pinned in piece covering this down there. The feet are the same, but they have different molded in toes right there. Like, this has more humanoid toes. The shoulder guards, which move on both of them, are different, and these hip guards are different, and the crotch plate right there is different. But outside of that, everything else, I believe, seems to be totally the same. And they did a lot of design cheats that I noticed right before starting to film this, because to be honest, from here to the wrist, the arms are basically, actually from here on down to the fingertips, it's the exact same mold. Basically, they covered this cap right there, but actually, if that wasn't there, you could pop this thumb off and put it on the reverse side. Now the finger lengths, they appear to be different, because the middle finger is longer on both hands, like it should be. So I guess they did something different there. But if you took this arm off and replaced it over here, it wouldn't change anything, besides maybe the paint right there. They painted that, and the legs appear to be the same thing. If you put this over there, it'll be the exact same, except they molded on this piece on that side. But if that piece wasn't there, I believe this is my theory, that these thighs would be completely identical and you could swap them. So there's that. But basically, these guys, the main differences are the paint and those little things that I just covered. The articulation is nuts. Well, I'll just use this guy. The head can look up like that. The neck can shift forward. It can rock. Like, it's a, this appears to be on a ball. by itself, and the neck can rock on the inside on the ball. The neck can turn, but it is very difficult to turn that neck because it's down there in the collar. But it can look up, it can come forward, and do all types of expressive things. They both have eyes that light up. You can see that right here. Of course, you can see it on the bottom. They light up for about 6 seconds and then it turns off. This one has a more orangey color. Same deal down there. The shoulders, they're like on a ball. They rock up and down. They extend out. The arm goes up to here. Rotate there. Double jointed bicep. Hands go all the way out. Come all the way in. Well, not all the way in, but they go all the way out. The thumb is on that ball joint there. It has a hinge there and a hinge at the knuckle. Each finger is on a hinge that goes outward, so that can be really dynamic. And they have hinges so that they can ball up into a fist and do basically whatever you need. And they can make a good convincing fist if you're not being pressured by trying to talk and show this stuff off at the same time. Let me pause. Well, basically, you get the picture there. The top of the body right here is on a ball joint. It can go back like that far. It can come forward. And of course, it can pivot and all that and rotate completely around. Then there's this joint right here that can crunch all the way forward, can crunch back, and then the waist rotates. The legs, I don't like the hips. I guess they did this on purpose to give it like a more ape-like appearance. But the hips, when you kick forward, they kick out to the side. I don't like that. But they can kick out that way on this hinge right there. Rotate all the way up and around. Thigh rotation, the double jointed knees. Ankle pivot is deep. It could be deeper. And they go out that way, because like I'm saying, these feet appear to be the same on both sides, just change toes and whatnot. Can kick back and forward, and the toe is actually on an individual joint that can bend down that far and whatnot. So these things are monstrously posable, and there are so many freaking options. And no, the police aren't coming for me, thank goodness. At least not this time. Now, one thing I was doing, like if I rotated this way and brought this around, I noticed that if you do this, it is capable of kicking straight forward, but the toe would be in the wrong orientation. So if you felt like pushing this pin out and replacing the toes around, you would actually be good to go with some forward moving hips. But it will have this. Nah, you could pretend on what you want. And what made me realize that the legs were the same on both sides is, you see this molding right here? It's molded like that on this side, and if you reverse it, it has that little dimple in there on the same side. So both of them are like that, actually. So if they didn't have this difference right there, I wouldn't have noticed that these legs are the exact same on both sides. I guess I should show off, because of the gauntlet thing, the hands can only go out that far and can come in this much, but they are optional. You can take them off if you want, but that doesn't bother me. I mean, they can still get into crazy poses, and these things are very exciting if you just want to sit around playing with something all day. I mean, the plastic quality is good. I feel like this thing could just take many shelf dives. It might get loose over time, but You can take a crazy amount of shelf dives without breaking. Like, they don't feel nearly as fragile or light as something like this. They're definitely heavy, but I don't know, without them coming with accessories, I think that these probably cost more than they should, because I've had transformers the size of these guys that have engineering for transforming, plus are well posable and whatnot. Let me reverse this back around. With die cast. So I don't know. That's, if the price is okay with you, then I could definitely suggest these. But if you want some cool robot like henchman type thingies, something that could go with your Mega Man display, you can go with your Marvel Legends display, your Transformers display, whatever you want to put them with. Like, it's just crazy. Like, they could be some type of human made robots to go up against the Transformers and whatnot. You're only limited by your imagination, really. Maybe they even come from the Mega Construct He-Man world, and now He-Man has to fight these giant beasts. So, whatever you want to do with them. Because, like, look, here are some pictures I took of Wolverine with one of them. And, yeah. There you go with that. Anywho, thank you, Matt, for letting me hold these. They are amazing. Super crazy dynamic. It's nuts. It's cool that they have these lights. And if there wasn't like a billion other things that I wanted first, I would definitely be on these right now. So I can tell you that these are good figures that you would not regret. Like, I take everything I was saying back about the price and whatnot. If you bought these things because you want them, you would not be disappointed. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching. Covering this down there, and they have different click the videos, click the videos, baby, click the videos. You should really click these videos, click the videos, click those videos, baby, click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit. Go ahead and click that shit. If you did, you would like it. Really click that shit. Now I'm freaking gone.